Hello, humans, and welcome to another episode of the Cartridge and Disc Podcast. This is your Gen X Gamer here, and today, let's talk about Ubisoft being the future, or Ubisoft, depending what part of the planet you're in. So the news came out, and everybody was reacting to them terminating accounts based on, how long you haven't logged onto your account. Now, this right here is the new business model. Let me tell you guys. The consumer is changing. The way the consumer consumes is changing. There is no such thing as a digital media collector because you don't own anything. You're buying a license. The structure of the market and the makeup of the individual buying games, the makeup of the collector has changed fundamentally. It's very similar to the music industry when people were buying albums in my generation. You would wait for a artist to come out. I would wait for Van Halen, AC/DC, The Smiths to come out and listen to their entire album. Strange Ways Here We Come comes to mind, where the whole album is great, right? You play it, I own it, I have nostalgia for it. But now it's all about the single streaming. Do you have a hit? You want to put it out there as fast as you can? Back in my day, bands took 2 years to make an album. And out of that album, maybe they would have 2 singles, 3 singles, and the album was going platinum. So it's a very different market now for music, and it's a very different market that is happening right now in the video game industry. They are selling you licenses, which gives them all the power. What they are doing is they're selling you permission to play a game on a particular platform for the amount of time that they say. That is not what a collector buys. There is no such thing as a digital collector. They don't want to be. People who buy digital products are going to be a different kind of customer that we had never seen before in the video game marketplace. A customer that really has no attachment to anything physically regarding the games that they're playing. They don't have nostalgia for the booklets, for the cases, for anything. It's a digital download. They might have nostalgia for the hardware, but not for anything tangible with the games. And what Ubisoft here is doing, it's a couple of things. Number one is they are one of the worst companies at PR. If any company makes you feel like a number, it's Ubisoft. We're just going to turn off your account. We're going to send you an email. And if you don't respond to it, well, there you go. You're done. You're just a product. You're just a number. You're just a resource. Your money is an asset of the company. So there you go. And that is the model that most companies will take. Maybe they're a little bit nicer. Maybe their PR department is not as disastrous as Ubisoft's. But it's going to be the same thing. They're selling you the same thing. They're selling you a license to play a game for as long as they say you can play it. They have control always. And their wet dream is to make you pay for the same game over and over again. You will see a future where these companies sell their service, their membership, whatever. This business model is coming, believe you me. They're going to sell you a game on a particular platform, but if you really want all the content, if you really want to experience the game fully, then you're going to have to join their membership program, which might be another $5 a month, right, to enjoy the full lineup of whatever is in your game. Now, if you fail to keep up with the payments of that membership or decide that you don't want it anymore, well, guess what? Now you can't play the original game that you bought. They can terminate it at any time they want to. This is the future. where they will control everything. Now, physical media collectors such as myself have been talking about this for years, that we don't want to relinquish the power to these companies because we know exactly what they're going to do. Stuff like this. And this is just the beginning. Just the beginning. But the new customer out there wants convenience. They don't care about cases. They don't care about pamphlets. They don't care about legacy. No, they just care about playing the game right now. Sort of like people enjoy hit singles right now. The attention span has gone down by like 90%. This is the current customer of video games. It is not me. It is not people who listen to this podcast. We don't make up the marketplace that's targeted by these companies anymore. It's just that simple. So they're not producing the products that we want. It's no mystery. The way Ubisoft, however you want to say it, is treating customers is the way that the industry is going. This is the future. They own everything, and they'll tell you exactly for how long and how much you can play and how much you're going to end up paying in the future for it. It's a future of microtransactions. Now, for those of us who collect physical media, we don't have to worry about it. I can go back and play my ColecoVision games that I haven't touched in 10 years, or, my PlayStation 2 games that I haven't touched for a few years, and nothing's going to happen to them. I can back them up, what have you, play them other ways. But those cases, those manuals, those discs are mine. Even though it's a license. Make no mistake, those were licenses too. But I actually have the hardware, right? I have physical products. I have physical media that I can put into a console, not be attached to the internet, and play them. And this is the way they're going to get you in the future. Not only will you have to pay for the digital, full price, just like you would pay physical, you're going to have a membership of some sort. And that membership has to be active for as long as they say. If you stay inactive for too long, then you might lose your software. You're violating the license that they sold you. Not the game, the license, the agreement, the contract that you put yourself into. If it violates that, then you no longer have a game. And guess what? If you really, really want to play it, all you have to do is pay for it all over again. And they know that today's customer is going to be okay with it because they want the convenience. Because that right now is what rules the market. And that is why Ubisoft, however you want to say it, is the future. All right, humans, thank you for joining me on this first leg of this drive. I just want to have a deeper conversation on the subject because the market is changing. Guys, thank you so much for watching my video. If you could, please subscribe. Hit that like button for me. If you really want to support, then you can join the channel. All right, guys, thank you so much. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.